thought I had a meeting to go to, but guess it was canceled. Nobody answered the door. So I'm back for you guys. Hold on, let me turn on the light. So this is supposed to be focused on a new love, the new things, okay? But as always, it looks like somebody's from the past is popping in, okay? But we're about to get rid of this energy. But again, you have somebody popping in from the past that I just dealt with the last reading, okay? This person is very unhappy, all right? You could have been dealing with the Pisces, another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person is realizing, or you have realized that this person is a karmic partner. Hi, Dia. Grand Rising. Okay. This person was spreading rumors about you. You might have blocked this person's access from you. But whatever is going on, they're feeling bound to a current situation that they're in. That's not your problem. You were guided away from this person. You was guided away to get away from the situation because it also was karmic for you. They could have went towards a karmic partner, all right? But whatever is going on, they're very unhappy and they're wishing that they invested into you. Your current person coming in as well could also be, could have experienced the same thing that you have. Just might have been on another level, definitely with a different person, okay? But again, this person is almost feeling guided towards you as well, okay? Somebody is looking at you as an inspiration. You're a muse. It's entertaining to watch you rise, to watch you grow, okay? Because even though they're bound into a situation that they feel stuck in, you are surpassing them. You're surpassing what they thought that you were going to be or do. This person thought they were going to have you bound to their situation with them, but that's not what's going on. All right, Spirit, let's go on and see what Aquarius need to know within love for their relationship that is coming in. All right. Some of you guys are going to go on a retreat. You might have retreated. You might have gotten away from somebody. You could be at a distance as well, okay? You might have gotten away from somebody, maybe went on vacation, a little mini vacation, something. I feel like you and this new person is going to come in. Y'all might go somewhere together, all right? This person is going to be someone you're going to be able to recapture the romance with. You're calling in your soulmate right now, so your prayers and affirmations are definitely very important right now. This is going to help bring you two together. You might have also walked away from somebody that you realized was very karmic and really started to focus on yourself, okay? Focus on yourself and started to call into somebody that was better. Someone wants to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. I feel like this new person and you are going to be very communicative. Like, you guys are going to talk about a lot of things, all right? And that's where you might find out that you guys been through a lot of similar things from the past, okay? Past relationships. Stay optimistic about your love life. Some of you guys are getting rid of codependent energy. Okay. You're getting rid of codependency. You also could have been dealing with somebody that was very codependent. So again, if they were not getting attention from you, they had to get attention from somewhere else. It looked like they wound up with someone that they're not happy to, but they're bounded to it. Again, you need to be able to open up. Don't be closed-hearted. Don't be closed off from new love, okay? Because it is coming in. It's knocking at the door. Be able to express your love, all right? Just because whatever you've been through in the past, it is not going to be the reflection of who you are, okay? You don't want to block out something that is very capable of loving you the way that you need to be loved, all right? Because this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner that you see. Religious factors could be a key factor in this relationship with this new person. It could also be a factor with this person in the past. Maybe you guys are very spiritual, maybe they're very religious, or vice versa. Okay, so again, there was some imbalance here with this past person. Whatever is going on, they are definitely reflecting on things, okay? They might have had outdated thinking, okay? But whatever is going on, you guys are calling in a new match, soulmate. And this person could actually be the one. That's what I'm telling you. Don't close off your heart to this person. You are keeping a positive mindset, or you need to, okay? Because you're calling in what you manifest, right? If you're constantly thinking negative about what happened in the past, you're going to bring in more of that past energy. So be positive about what you want. Be positive about what you learned. Be positive about who you are and your values, okay? What you want wants you, okay? Also be grateful that you learned the lesson, that you walked away from somebody or they walked away from you, because they changed your mindset, they changed your energy, they changed how you value yourself, okay? Some of you guys are definitely going to be in bliss, all right? We have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interferences. I do definitely feel this is somebody that you walked away from. There was a third-party interference, okay? Doesn't mean somebody that they cheated with. Definitely was other people in their ear. As I said in the last reading, this is like a piggyback from your last reading that I just did. So check that out if you haven't seen that reading. Endings bring new beginnings. You're ending something. It is RIP to that last person. You know, some of you guys might have lost somebody. Somebody might have passed away. But again, this is a change. This is where you liberate yourself, right? This is a transition into the new you. Welcoming new love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. It's going to feel perfect. But everybody's not perfect, but this is going to be the perfect person for you. Okay, cassette. Somebody is having outdated thinking. They're replaying events over and over in their head of how they treated you and mistreated you and basically fumbled and lost you. Soulmates. A soul connection, a partnership, an agreement, a soul contract. We all have soul contracts, even if it's with somebody that was a karmic partner. Usually we do this, and again, then we're born into this matrix. We don't remember the contracts that we signed. Again, usually it is to be better than, was in the past life, because we all have past lives, many of us, right? So again, this person could have been somebody in your past life that you made a soul contract with. This is the person from your past and the one coming in, okay? But this one from the past was supposed to do right by you. They were supposed to do better by you. They were supposed to, you guys came into this life to be a better mate, okay? This could have been a twin flame, a soulmate, whatever. Everybody that we meet is some type of soulmate, is some type of soul contract. So again, this person and you made a contract to come into this life and do better and be better and learn the lessons and again, work on things. But again, free will is at play. That's the key opponent here. Everybody has free will, so everybody doesn't remember what they signed up to be or sign up to do. But again, things come in, third-party interferences, karmic connection, seduction, temptation, the devil. Okay, we're bound to this 3D matrix. We're bound to our free will as well. So people make decisions based on their emotions. People make decisions based on temptation, seduction, whatever. Okay, what other people said to them. And I feel like this is definitely the partner that you are leaving behind or has left you behind. But like I said, they're really reminiscent because they're unhappy in their situation. While you are growing, learning, and moving on because you've been divinely guided. Once spirit, the divine, God, whatever you believe in, saw that this person was not keeping their part to this contract, it was not and void. It was over, okay? But now this person is watching you move on. And again, you are an inspiration to them. You also are an inspiration to this new person. So let's get in. Can we have energies about this new person? Show me who this new person is coming in for a purpose that they have already met. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. You are having an elevation in your life, elevation in your money. This person could be overseas. They could be overseas right now. They could be at a distance from you, okay? But you have completed a cycle, you have completed a phase, and this is making new changes in your life, right? With the number 10, endings bring new beginnings, okay? It could be another fixed sign, a Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo, all right? But whatever it is your time right now. It is your time to shine. It definitely is a time for your liberation. Too many cards, Spirit. Show me this new person some more, please. This person also has changed. Oh my God. New person, please. If they give me too many cards, I'm not doing it. All right? It could be a Leo. But somebody sees, yeah, somebody definitely sees that you're getting a lot of attention. You're on your high horse right now, even though if you don't feel like you are. The fact that you got away from this bondage, this toxic, karmic person, again, you had already succeeded. You had victory, okay? This person is arguing with other people. They wanted you in chaos. They tried to bring you a lot of drama. They try to make you very traumatic. Okay, this is like a trauma bomb. All right, they wanted you to be very confused about your direction, where you was going. But again, some of you guys, you changed. You feel liberated from being away from this energy. Hello, Gabriella. I love that name. So again, there's a lot of arguments. Okay. You also have the Knight of Pentacles here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Someone, it could be a younger Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person that wants to come give you a message, all right? But again, this person is very slow because, they're very much in their mindset. They're thinking about how to approach you because they want to approach you with something stable. Show me more about this person. Also, your money could be on the rise. Things could be very slowly happening, but they are definitely happening, okay? There is a damn change. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Well, I say Pisces and Cancer. You were dealing with a lot of deception and delays. Again, a lot of people that played with your emotions. They could have left you out in the cold. They could have very made you feel isolated. You were dealing with somebody that had a very lack mindset as well, okay? Very negative person. This is your person from the past, all right? Again, you also could have been deceiving yourself with thinking that this person was your person. But I don't feel like that. I feel like we all feel like that for a reason. There was definitely a lot of repressed emotions with you and this person from the past. But now they're feeling very much in isolation. They feel like out in the cold. They feel abandoned. They could have had abandonment issues, okay? So again, maybe they tried to leave you before you left them. Hi, Cancer. All right. Whatever is coming in new for you, again, somebody's very passionate about you. But like I say here with the Seven of Wands, you could be very guarded. Your standards, your boundaries could be very high. Your walls could be very high, okay? Because you're waiting for your ships to come in. I also feel like this is the person from the past that all of a sudden are tapping into their emotions, like I said in your last reading. So please check that out. They want to come back around and show you love that they did not show to you before, okay? Because they might have been abandoned by somebody else, okay? But now they see that you are rising, you're having a glow up, you're feeling very more secure and more, basically, you're feeling yourself where you was not with this person. This person left you in a very confused state. So you could have felt very bound to this person. Show me more about the new love. We're tired of this past lover. Wow. This new person is going to, wow. Oh, goodness. It could be a Capricorn. This new person could find you very attractive. They also could be operating in the beginning at a lustful energy. Meaning nobody wants the old lover back, right? But you're definitely going to feel very passionate about this person. Now, again, sorry, but the old person just won't let you go. Okay, they're popping up. They're in this energy because they thought they were going to bond you to this contract that you guys had. Okay, they're very much in reminiscent energy. All right, and they're also watching you having this glow up. They're watching you move towards someone else. This new person coming in, they're very passionate about you. It is going to be a new beginning, and they are going to offer you stability. I also see a rise in your money. You might have had delays in the past, but again, it was because around the people that you was around. Their energy was being soaked in by you, okay? So you had to put up your boundaries. You also had to block this person, block their energy, block their nonsense. And when you did that, or when you do that, you're going to start to see a change in your life, okay? And again, one of the changes is somebody that is very passionate about you. And it could be somebody you already know, okay? They're going to bring you stability, equal give and take, okay? There is definitely going to be a raise in your money, Aquarius. Okay, Empress. You could have been at a time where you're feeling very insecure, ungrounded, not at peace. And I feel like this is when you were dealing with this past person. Now the roles have changed, okay? You're focused on making sure things are balanced, that you give equal give and take when you get into a new relationship, even in life in general. You're making sure things are balanced out, things are equal, because you were given to somebody that was not given to you, okay? And that's not necessarily money, it's energy. Our energy is very valuable, and so is our time. This person that you invested in the past wasted your time, wasted your energy. They were a charity case, all right? They could have gotten somebody else pregnant, started a new family, listened to their family, but now they see that you're bossing up. You are building yourself up. You're taking care of yourself. Again, you're getting aligned for the things that you want. You're not chasing anyone. Whatever you want is being attracted to you, and it is coming in, right? But you had a lot of delays. You've been through a lot of things, okay? This person from the past is very in remorse and regret. You also could be in remorse and regret that you even dealt with this person. Wow. All right, whoever you're dealing with, like I said, Emperor and Empress here, divine, feminine, and masculine. This person is going to be your divine match, okay? Again, you could be dealing with the boss. You could be dealing with the Aries. You definitely have taken your power back that you was given away to others. That's definitely this past person. Like I said, you were giving them more than you was getting. It was unreciprocal, okay? This person that is coming in is definitely your match. You're definitely going to boss up. You start to take control of your life. You're focusing on your foundation. You're focused on building, okay? All right, and this is also, like I said, bringing in the new. When you get in that energy of, I'm not chasing, not saying that you were chasing this person, okay? I definitely feel like you, at one time, you might have been chasing the connection. You guys had a bond. You guys had a bond at one time. And then this person just switched up on you. They changed, okay? Yeah. Again, like I said, you bossed up. You took your power back. You're stepping into your power. You're focusing on your foundation, your growth, your money, your family, your children. Again, with the Queen of Swords, that is your energy, Aquarius, but you also could have been dealing with another air sign. You're turning your back. This person could have walked away from you. It could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Walked away from you and went towards someone else that they thought was more fit, more suitable for them, okay? Spirit said they was, because they were very toxic, very karmic. So they went towards somebody that was on that level. You was not on this person's level. You never was. You were basically settling, because they were giving you and loving you at one time. But again, they wanted to play the field. They had many choices. They were playing mind games. So you bossed up. You turned your back. You stepped into your power. Yeah, you've been scorned. You've been hurt. But this made you more wiser. And now you're using discernment. So again, when you get this new person coming in, you're going to be very wise. Okay? So don't feel like you're going to make the same mistake again. You're not. Because your boundaries are up, your standards are up, and this person's going to see that. And they're going to respect that. They're also going to, again, like I said, you are inspiration to them because you've been through so much in your past. This past person might not have been the first person that did this to you. Okay, but to you, this is the last time this is going to ever happen to you, and it is. Don't be upset. This person from the past helped you boss up. Again, the Lovers in reverse, Gemini's energy. Somebody made a wrong decision when they dealt with you. They made a wrong decision betraying you. They made a wrong decision. Black magic popped out as well. They made a wrong decision. They judged you very poorly, and now they're very burdened because they have to carry around the responsibility of how they made you feel, how you look at them now. They can't blame nobody else but themselves. All right? They had a whole bunch of choices, and they went towards a 3 or 4, a thought, a hoe. All right? Now they're going through a lot of karma. But you change. With the death card here, but like we got in the beginning, you put RIP to this situation, to this person, and this has caused a new transformation for yourself, your life in general. All right? Could be a Scorpio coming in, or a Scorpio you left. Oh yeah, this person is definitely in a lot of mental conflict. They put you in competition with others. This person is very jealous, watching you transform, watching you be liberated, watching you live your life, watching you move on into calmer waters. You got the 5 and the 6 of Swords here. Yeah, you're taking action. You're taking action. You also are an entrepreneur, a boss. This person was not showing you a lot of love. They were not showing you a lot of love with the King of Cups in reverse. You're not dealing with people. Yeah, they were very manipulative. But again, you're calling in your manifestation the love that you want to bring in. The one that you think you deserve. And you're not going to settle for anything less like you did with this past person. It could have been a fire sign. All right, Spirit. Show me more. Can we just have the new love, please? The new love could be a Virgo, all right? This could be somebody that's also in isolation right now. But again, you were pushed into isolation so you can really reflect on what you've been through. And again, yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. Some type of deception, cheating has been exposed, all right? And again, that's why some of you guys emotionally detached and walked away. Like I said, your new person also went through something very similar, all right? And they're going to come in. Things are going to speed up very fast, all right? Could be a fire sign. You're not going to reject this person. Who is this person? But again, some of you guys are still holding on to what you've been through in the past because it was very toxic. Okay? Whoever this new person is a hard worker. They might be a boss, okay? They might have been at their job for a long time. Yep, you're going on a new adventure. You're taking a leap of faith. You're going a new direction. You're definitely leaving the past in the past. Some of you guys, it could be a Sagittarius or a Cancer. You're divinely guided towards this person. And I like how the Fool is walking towards your spirit team. Your angels are guiding you towards this person. Like I said, this person, some of you guys are earth angels. This person is also another earth angel. They're very empathetic, okay, very loving, very nurturing, very caring. But again, they also might be afraid. You might be afraid. Because again, like from what you've been through in the past, you don't want things to repeat. Show me more about this new person. But be patient with, yeah, 2 of Cups. You guys are going to be on the same page. That is lovable. You guys are going to be 2 fishes in the pond. Like, you guys are going to be on the same page. Okay? Show me more about this new person. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Only thing about this person, they could be very attractive. I feel like you guys are definitely very attractive. Just your energy as well. And how you persevere through things in your life, okay? This person is definitely going to be watching you. Not like stalkerish, but watching you, how you move, okay? And they might be in inner turmoil because you might be so attractive. You might be so strong-minded and so strong-willed, okay, that, again, you might have many options as well. And they don't want to be in competition with other people, okay, with having you or with getting you or being with you, okay? So this person is going to need a little bit more confidence in this relationship. Again, that's going to have to come from you. But again, they're going to be very balanced. Give equally, you know, as much as you do. I feel like this person is a giver. And maybe this is how they've been scorned. They're going to want to build with you, Aquarius. This is what you're calling in. This person's not going to play mind games with you. In fact, when they meet you or you guys come back together, because I feel like this is somebody that you know from your past. All right? But you guys could have worked together, been friends. It definitely wasn't the same relationship that you guys are going to be getting into now. You might have rejected this person in the past. Or they felt rejected by you. This is definitely not the old person. This is the new person. Definitely could be a Taurus, a water sign. Yeah, this is new love. You're going to have this person so much in their feelings. It's like you give this person butterflies. They're definitely going to want to get into a commitment, or you might want to get into a commitment with this person. Maybe you're going to say to this person, like, what I've been through in the past, I'm not just going to be sleeping around, playing around. You're either going to have to commit to me or, okay? Is that type of conversation I feel like is going on with you or them. But again, you're going to have a clear mind with this person. You're going to feel their energy. You're going to see how they are because their actions are going to match their words. Where this past person played a lot of mind games with you, try to put you in secret competition, had you all up in your feels, okay? Try to make you feel confused about the connection you guys were in. But again, this was their manipulation tactic, okay? I see that you learned your lesson from the past, again. So again, you are going to have the boundaries up. But again, whoever this person is, they might be younger than you. They're definitely going to want to invest in you. It's going to be a new beginning, a new start. A new relationship, something like you never had before. Because this is going to be somebody that wants the same things that you want. Okay? Again, some of us are happy to stay single, okay? That's why when this person comes in, you're going to be very much guarded because you've been through enough. And for some of you guys, you're very content and at peace being single. You don't have to worry about nobody cheating on you, lying to you, none of that. Some of you guys might want to use this person, just want to have sex and that's it. And, you know, that's not who we normally are. Aquarius can be very committed, very loyal to a fault. And that's the thing, we've been loyal to the wrong people that took advantage of it. Yeah, you definitely have some new beginnings. Some of you guys are very much focusing on your job, your finances, a creative project, that's what you love. That also could be coming in for you as well. It could be a new job, a new pathway, something that you had to learn, a new career, okay? Okay, because right now you're focusing on your money. Whoever you were dealing with in the past, they wasted not just your time, they wasted your money. Spirit said they were your blockage. They were your blockage. Maybe you dealing with so much chaos from this person. Maybe you were having chaos with them at work, arguing with them at work while you were at work, or vice versa. Maybe this person was a bum. I don't want to say a bum, but they definitely wasn't pulling in the weight or like you do or whatever the situation is. They was not pulling in the same weight. They were not making the same money. And again, Aquarius, we always give time and leverage. Like we're not materialistic. But I feel like you were dealing with somebody that was very much materialistic. Okay? Okay? And again, if you're leveling up and you're doing things that this person don't have in them to do, of course they're going to be jealous. Of course, they're going to put you in secret competition with others because they want you to feel like they're the prize. And all along, you were the prize. They were never on your level. You were settling for this because you wanted the love. You wanted the attention at that time. Then when you start to outweigh the attention, what was going on in your life, how they really was making you feel, especially if this person switched up. And I definitely see that. They changed. They switched up. But the energy that they switched up in was your energy. This person was getting more attention, more offers, because just about being around you, your energy, your glow, your light was provoking their demons. They might have really wanted to work on this situation, but their karmic issues, their demonic side, their ties to their past life was not allowing them to do that. So they had to go find better somewhere else where it wasn't better. It was worse. It was on the energy that they were giving you or that they switched into. This person could have had good intentions to begin with, but they did not keep up the follow through. Like, relationships are a keep up. It is work. It is not something you just want and done. No, you need to keep up the value. You need to keep working on the situation. This person dropped the ball with you. They're experiencing a lot of karma. Their finances are lacking now. You're building yours back up. It might be a slow process, but again, slow and steady pace wins the race. You don't want nothing fast. You might have gotten into this past relationship fast, okay? And then it crumbled just as fast as it began. But again, they're telling you to also to have patience with this new person. I feel like you're going to have patience anyway because your focus is on you. Your focus is on your material building, your wealth. Okay? So, yes. Show me more. Yeah, like I said, some of you guys are becoming your own boss. You're becoming into entrepreneurship and you're releasing any extra responsibility. This past person was an extra responsibility. If you don't have children, they were like your child. If you do have children, it was an extra child. It was an extra child. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay, so am I. Mine ain't happened yet. Ace of Voices, that is the truth. You have mental clarity about what you want, what you don't want, your standards, your boundaries. You're definitely not dealing with no bullshit that you dealt with on the past. That's a no. All right? Because you have released it, a lot of energy that was not even yours. You were carrying other people's nonsense. You were carrying them around, helping them, supporting them. And they were not doing the same for you. If anything, they were more a burden than a blessing, like I keep saying. But they liked you in that stuck energy. Because at that energy, you're more on a vibration than they were. Or yeah, you're more in the vibration that they was in. And it can keep you there. And they can feel more better about themselves. Once you realize what was going on, got keen to what and how this person was really making you feel, especially when they switched up on you. This person in the past switched up on you. They came in like Don Juan and left like the Mac. And now they ain't macking shit. Macking nothing but karma. All right. You avoided a tower with this person. You avoided a lot of chaos and accidents. And now they want to come together. They allow the third party to interfere with this situation, with your connection. Yeah. Yep. They were very ruthless with you, handling you. And now they wish they wasn't. They have a whole new vision about how they messed this relationship up. But now you got new opportunities. You got new growth, okay? You got new love coming in. You got potential. Again, some of you guys were operating out of this person's potential and not who they really was. They really were a low vibrating, nasty individual. You could have made this person feel like above life. The way that you pour into them. The way you inspired them. You didn't judge them by what they've been through. You were judging them by what they had the potential to become and do. This person might have acted like a boss, but they were not no boss. They didn't even have two pennies to rub together. The fact they might even live with somebody, live with friends, was borrowing money from Paul to pay this person. They were a lame. They were very much lame. Now you are focusing on long-term investments. You have long-term vision. You have goals. This person might have had goals, but they were nowhere near working on them. Okay? This person in the past lacked direction. And they were causing delays in your life because they were having delays. They were having delays because they were lazy. Now they want to come on and apologize because they feel like they doubted their intuition. Now that they see you being victorious, being successful, celebrating for some of you guys, you're in a joyful place. Whether you're single or with someone else. You have inner harmony, inner balance, inner peace. Thank you. Thank you, Jack. All right. Show me more about what's coming in for Aquarius. Continue the hard work, Aquarius, because it's definitely paying off. Again, things are progress. They might be feeling slow right now. You definitely have some good luck, some good karma, because you ended a cycle with this past person. Again, some of you guys might be getting some type of truth. This person might want to come to you and tell you some honesty, but you got your back turned towards them. They went and dealt with a karmic, someone that was very narcissistic, just like they were. They were keeping this person a secret. They were keeping this person a secret. This new person that is coming for you is very emotionally balanced. Like I said, you have emotional intelligence, okay? That's fine. You might have Aquarius somewhere in your chart, okay? Pisces just came out. Whatever is going on as well, you are moving in secret. Okay, you're moving in secret, you're moving in silence. Because again, you have sacred knowledge about what you need to do. You also are tapping more into your spirituality. Okay? You're being unattainable. You're not allowing no past energy, past connections to get back into your force field, right? You got a force field up. You're being protected by your angels, your spirit team as well. You're paying attention to your intuition. Some of you guys had intuition to move away from this person. But whoever is coming in, could be Pisces, could be a Cancer. This person, again, is also watching you. They're watching you blow up. This new person, they feel like you're very emotional, intelligent. This person is very passionate, very charming, okay? They see you as a beautiful person. Oh, yeah, very attractive. This person might even come in bearing gifts. Because they live and want to live a luxury life with you. They have a huge imagination of how love's supposed to be. But again, this is what could have got you in trouble or this past person. They've been through something similar like you, Aquarius. So I feel like this is what you guys are going to have in connection with this person when you start to meet them and talk. Again, something's going to spark where you guys have this conversation. Again, but they're going to want to know more about you. Okay? They want to know more information about you. When you meet this person, you're going to be very much in your head. After coming out of being in your head with this past person or whatever you've been through. Okay? You could have been single for 3 years by the time you meet this new person. But they're going to bring you so much happiness, all right? Again, you have to remain optimistic about your relationship, about your love life, because you are enlightened. You have been through the worst of the worst. It's not going to be like that anymore. It's going to only get better because you're wiser now. You have your discernment. This past person is unhappy, and they're unhappy watching you grow up, watching you step into a whole nother lifestyle. Some of you guys, if you are of age or that where you can get pregnant, you might even get pregnant by this new person. Okay? And have a son. You've been through a lot of betrayal and backstabbing. It wasn't ending. You might even have hit rock bottom. This past person tried to ruin you emotionally. Hi, Linda. They tried to ruin you emotionally. Yeah, this person pushed you into isolation. But that was okay, because when you went into isolation, you got the soul search. And that's what you got, your inner guidance. Some of you guys are happy being alone. They don't know Aquarius. Like I said, it was more burden taking on other people's nonsense. On things that they didn't heal. Okay? So you withdraw. Now you got somebody very remorseful and regretful for how they treated you. Yep, this new person is going to want to be in a commitment. It might be your strength. You have to focus on self-love. But with your strength, you have to focus on self-love. But within this, you became very brave. You've been very courageous with building yourself back up. And now you are more self-aware of what you're not going to deal with. So again, like I said, this new person is watching you. This new person knows you. They know you because they have to know you to know what you've been through. Or again, this is going to be something you guys are going to discuss. This person is going to be somebody that you're calling in. Okay? Oh, yeah, you're going to have a new beginning. Because whoever you dealt with in the past was very reckless with you and your energy in this connection. You were innocent. You didn't deserve how they treated you. Period. Thank you, Cheryl. All right. Yeah, you guys always were in conflict, secret competition. Now they had the audacity to want to reconcile. Like I said, this new person been through the same thing. And they feel that you are a new beginning for them as well. They like your free spiritness. They like your innocence. They like you. So again, they might also be in their head when they meet you because they don't want to be in competition with nobody. They don't want to worry about this past person. They don't want to worry about other people because they find you very attractive, very alluring, and very much a catch. Like I said, you got the magician twice. This is somebody that you're manifesting because you got everything. Everything that you want is coming in. It could be a Cancer, okay? Some of you guys could be getting a new car, a new home. You definitely moved away from somebody that was very manipulative and you closed out this cycle. And you're going to be getting a lot of offers, a lot of opportunities, okay? And you're definitely going to be in your head about this. You're definitely going to be in your head about what to do. I just saw the Three of Swords pass by. But again, that is a pass by. You're healing that. You need to heal that. Continue focus on your healing. Yeah, this new person is not going to bring you, it is not the past person. You don't want to reconcile with this person from the past. Okay? You avoided a tower with somebody that might have reconciled with somebody from their past, and now they're unhappy. So you avoided a tower by setting these boundaries, by walking away, by isolating yourself, or being pushed into isolation. You got financial wealth, security coming in. You also could be meeting a rich person. Whoever this person is, they want to build with you. They want to contribute to whatever you got going on. They're not a taker. They're more of a giver, a builder. This is somebody you can build with. This is somebody you can have a family with. Any more with this? All right, yeah. Like I said, this person feels like you are a challenge to them. because you're heavily protected. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your peace. You're protecting your energy. And they don't want to be in competition with anybody else. But they have a lot of passion for you. And things are going to start to unfold very fast. They're going to take action where your past person didn't. They slept on you. They slept on the possibilities of who you are and what you're evolving to be. This past person is also doing divination spying. They're spying on you. If they can't see you off of Facebook or anything like that, they're spying on you other ways, definitely through divination. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, after heartbreak, after sorrow, you're getting a brand new offer. The universe is rewarding you. It could be rewarding you through your money, your stability. But whoever is coming in is going to want to commit to you very fast. It might come out of the blue. All right? You got good karma, honey. Because you ended a certain cycle that was going on in your life. Not just with this past person. Like I say, I feel like you've been dealing with this for a while. Again, you start to step into your energy. Whoever you've been dealing with is very unhealed. They could be sick. Like physically. They're not getting their wishes. They fumbled the start. They fumbled you. You were everything that they wished for and hoped for, but then they had the nerve to stumble you. Their foundation is shaky, baby, okay? But again, right now, you're building your foundation up and you avoided chaos. You avoided upheaval. And again, you've been divinely guided towards this. Spirit pushed you into this energy. You had to realize your value and what you were dealing with. You were dealing with somebody that was very uncouth, dealing with somebody that was for the streets, dealing with somebody that would deal with anybody. And some of you guys really are self-preservation. You preserve yourself. Like, you're not for the streets. You don't want that kind of energy. And you're very empathic. So you were giving yourself out to somebody that was giving themselves out to everybody. Okay? You're very particular about who you deal with and how you deal with people. But you were dealing with somebody that definitely was for the streets. All right? Hey, Ace of Swords. That is the truth. And you got breakthrough. You got clarity about who this person is. And how they dealt with you. Big lesson. Big lesson. Lessons lead to blessings, okay? Sending you very dark magic, manipulation. They were very manipulative, okay? You could have thought this person was the one. They had the nerve to treat you like trash, and all along they were the clown. They were trash. They were trash. Divinely guided. You were divinely guided away from this person. They were divinely guided to meet you because they were supposed to learn some type of valuable lesson that they're now learning now that you're not in their energy. Oh, well, you always miss something good when it's gone. All right? You're investing in yourself. Everything that you planted seeds for yourself or harvesting. Again, Spirit is telling you to be patient if it hasn't came in yet. All right? You are growing. You have grown. This situation has pushed you into growth, more about yourself, your value. Can't make it up. They were sending you a lot of negative energy. They were holding you back. They were holding you back. They were preying on your downfall while you were praying for this person. You were very innocent. They also played on your innocence. They thought you were very naive and very stupid. But again, you were paying attention to your intuition. You were paying attention to your intuition. Like I said, they're spying on you through divination. You could be a Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. It could have been a Pisces. Again, your intuition is on point. Your intuition is on point. Anything else about the new love? I'm tired about this old lover. You're moving on to calmer waters. You're out of the conflict. You're out of the mind games. You feel more at peace. You're going with the flow, right? You're going with the flow. You did go with the flow. They gave you some BS. You went with the flow. You ain't fighting them. You're not giving them challenges. You want to play these mind games? I'm gonna move right along without you. And I'm gonna show you how much my life is gonna grow up without you. And that's exactly what you did. Your intuition was telling you this. Okay? The Most High. You were dealing with somebody that was not happy. And hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Where you were focusing on healing and becoming a better version of yourself, this person was not. They were focusing on using you. What can they get out of you? Yup, this person is watching you on social media. They're watching you be happy and single for a lot of you. But again, like the Seven of Cups, you have many options, many opportunities, many ways that you're making money. Okay? You got many choices now where they had that in the beginning. They acted like you was an option. When you were their only option that was better. You're having a whole new beginning. This new person is going to come in also very passionate about you. This old person, past person could have felt like, again, they could have had a lot of passion with you. Maybe that's all that it really was. Again, but you could have rejected this past person, this new person in the past. But again, you're rejecting this love offer from this person. They also could have felt rejected by you. Again, they very much were very criminal. They're dealing with a lot of karma, legal issues. Yup. Because they refuse to change. They refuse to change a way about themselves. They could have been a criminal. And again, maybe you looked at them with new eyes, you know, what they could have possibly, you know, be or become. Instead of focusing on that lack mindset, what happened to them in their past. But again, you're getting good news. You're getting good news into a new direction. Could be a Sagittarius. Whoever this is coming in, you're being divine. The Most High wants you with this person. This is your person, and they could be younger than you. But they're going to be wearing their heart on their sleeves. It could be a Cancer or a Pisces. They're very handsome as well, very attractive as well. And they're not going to play mind games with you. You're going to feel like a fresher breath air for this person. They're going to feel the same way about you. This person could be some type of boss at their job. And when you get into this new connection, you're going to really have this person in the past very much in remorse and regret for how they treated you. You could miss this person in the past, but what you're missing is what you're missing the old them. You're missing the them that they started, like, they, again, people put on their best suit, their best face when they're trying to reel you in. Okay? Yeah, it could be a Sagittarius. This person's going to be younger than you. You have a younger Sagittarius, a younger Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They're all here, but I definitely see Sagittarius and Cancer the most. This person from the past, they don't even have the balls to apologize for what they put you through. They don't even have the balls to do it. It took a lot for you to get away from this person. Might not physically, but mentally, for what they have done to you. Because you did love this person at one time. Everything that you gave out to someone else is coming back to you. You had to really emotionally detach and say peace. Okay? Whatever you gave to someone else that was not valued, again, this is a dawn, a new day. Nina Simone. And Nina Simone was a Pisces. Okay? You got liberation. There's a change. You have transformed your life. Could be a Scorpio coming in as well. Yeah, and this person's experiencing karma for how they treated you, what they did to you. You're focusing on your money. You got big bank coming in. Some of you guys are an entrepreneur, a business person. You got your own business. You're not confused anymore. You let this person go. Some of you guys could now getting out of this energy because things have changed so much in your life that you're able to emotionally not hold on. Like I said to somebody yesterday, forgive this person. Forgive them. You're not forgiving them, allowing them back in. You don't have to, but you're forgiving them for what they did because they don't know any better. All they know is lack. All they know is karmic energy. All they know is triflingness. I'm sorry. Yeah, what you got coming in is definitely your match. You're going to be celebrating with this person, going to vineyards, okay? Okay, and this is going to be very heavy burden for somebody and how they treat you. They wanted you burdened. They wanted you in a stuck relationship. They wanted you feeling in your feelings about them. You might have been, but you got out of that real quick, especially when you started to see life was so much better without them. They're very much burdened by how they treated you and what they done. Oh yeah, because they see your ships are coming in, honey. You waited a long time for something, and they're coming in. You learned your lessons. You walk with God, your spirit team. And you are creating a whole new life for yourself. Some of you guys could get pregnant, okay? If you're at that age. You were dealing with somebody that lacked boundaries. Do know this person is not protected spiritually. So they're definitely going to get their karma if they're not in it right now. Some of them are in it right now. They're bound to whoever they went and chose over you or played with you with. They could have gotten somebody pregnant. Now they're stuck and unhappy. That's why they're bound. Because they're not happy. And they got, out of playing these mind games, they got nothing from it. They got no rewards. Yeah. Seven of Swords. Yeah. Now they're stuck. Because they don't know what to do. They cheated on you. They lied to you. They played games with you. Now they're stuck in a situation they really don't want to be in. Now they have extra responsibilities. And they can't even rub two pennies together. Like mother said, they don't even have a pot to piss in. And they had the nerve to go and get somebody pregnant. Start a family somewhere else. As you over here glowing up, getting a new home, traveling, doing all kinds of new things you could not do with this person. You could not. You're working on yourself, your self-mastery. You're heavy at work, at your finances. And like I said, you're bossing up. And you're focusing on your future. You're not focused on the past. Or this is what you're guided to do because, again, when you leave this energy behind, everything's going to change. This person is still very secretive. They're very much afraid of you now. They're in fear. They're in fear of approaching you. Because, again, you see them clearly. And you cut them out. Even if they cut you out, or ghosted you, they're very much afraid of their true nature or why they even was with you or how they passionately started with you and then changed up has been revealed. So they're scared to even approach you because they know what they've done. They also know that you got good love coming in because you're very much attractive. And for the second time, this was a karmic connection. Somebody you learned a very valuable lesson from. And now they're learning the lesson of fumbling you. While this new person coming in, it's going to be so much of a blessing. So much fresh air. They're going to love you unconditionally. They love everything about you. This person in the past, they love things about you too, but they played on it. They played on your vulnerability, your innocence, how much you really much was supportive of them. So when this person comes in, please let your guard down just a tad bit. I mean, keep your guard up, but because you know you're wiser now, okay? But again, don't be so harsh on them. Don't be so closed off, okay? Because everybody's not your past person, all right? This new person gonna feel like you're very secretive. You're very mysterious. Your intuition is going to tell you that this person is the one. Again, they also see that you're bossing up. You're focusing on your money. Like I said, they know that you've been through some things. This might be a conversation that you guys have. All right? And you're not dealing with anything less. For all that, you might as well just stay by yourself. And I feel like you're going to make that very clear. All right. Well, it's going to definitely have some growth in your production company. I see you bossing up because the more that you love on yourself and pay attention to the things that you love instead of other people and what other people did to you and what they can't do for you, you can do more for yourself than what anybody can do for you. You need to love on yourself first, and that way you know how to love someone and also what to accept back. And when you're not getting that, you're not settling it for it. You're definitely not settling for any type of past energy like you dealt with in the past. And this is your liberation. This is your renewal. You're a whole new Aquarius. This past person don't even know you anymore. They want the old you, and you're not that person anymore. They have changed you for the better. When they try to make you distraught, they try to make you confused, they try to ruin your life by fucking you up mentally and emotionally. But they did nothing but a favor for you. So again, release this person, forgive them, and you know what? Thank them. Give them gratitude for hurry up and getting out of your life so you can become this best version of you that you are. And remember, we are in the age of Aquarius. It ain't nothing but up from here, baby. That's right. Because we're people pleasers, especially you Pisces, people pleasers. And people take advantage of that all the time. Aquarius is the one sign in the zodiac that is a human. Everybody else is some type of animal. Because we are here to pour into humanity, to help humanity tap into themselves. We are spiritual beings here on a human connection, not the other way around. But Aquarius are very tapped into their spiritual connection. That's why we're near the stars. That's why we are the star card. We're part of the ethers. Sometimes we have sacred knowledge. We don't even know where it comes from. And we like to pour that into others. That water is not emotions. That is wisdom. That is knowledge. Okay, guys? I love you very much. Please hit the like button some more. Please subscribe to the tribe if you're new here. And please remember, be you, love you. It is the highest vibration of all. I love you guys. Bye now.